We have come a long way since Metroid and Castlevania, Symphony of the Night. Games that helped set the standard for exploration and experimentation mechanics in side-scrollers more than 20 years ago. Now, metroidvania mechanics may be implemented into all sorts of genres, including everything from sandbox platformers to puzzlers. Many games have donned the metroidvania moniker, implementing the genre's design elements such as gated areas that are often visually teased as just out of reach, progressively powerful character upgrades, log maps, and so on. Since it seems like these days you could close your eyes, click around on Steam, and find a metroidvania in short order, the genre does seem to be running out of ideas. But David Minnick, the developer behind the Zelda, Metroid, and Portal-inspired sandbox FPS Supraland, is trying to show that there is more to this genre. He believes most Metroidvanias have not explored the depth and versatility of the genre, arguing that common implementations of exploration mechanics do not actually encourage exploration. Exploration in first person is the most intriguing to me, Minnick told Gamasutra. He said this player perspective facilitates exploration more fully. Compared to 3D, a 2D level has everything right in front of you. It's hard not to see it. Whereas in 3D, you have a freedom of movement that allows far more places to look and therefore more places to explore. Supraland takes the concepts at the core of a metroidvania, including multiple rules in expansive levels and barriers that can be overcome later in the game with new items, and removes many of the common stereotypes and approaches that are usually taken. Metroidvanias should be about players exploring on their own, and not through developer-created passageways. Sidekick, the worst kind of upgrade in a metroidvania is the one that lets you destroy a red wall or open a yellow door. That's nothing more than an obvious barrier you will get to unlock later on. It's not exciting, Minnick said. Obviously, sometimes you will have a high lash that will come along with some sort of upgraded jumping ability. You cannot avoid it completely. But the best moment for us as a player is when we get a new ability that we're not see coming at all, which lets the player look at the game world with new eyes. He said, now you see all the possibilities that you could not even imagine before. Some games handle this well, most do not. Obstacles in most Metroidvanias are fairly obvious. They usually take the form of something familiar, some sort of barrier that does not fit in with the rest of the environment. A post that you can swing from with a grappling hook in the messenger, or a stronger digging tool that can break harder stone in SteamWorld Dig, are true examples. While it's difficult to make things completely blend in with the environment, Minnick found a different solution. He designed items used for exploration with versatility in mind. One late Gamasutra item, the Force Beam, lets you reach places you could not before, redirect objects, conduct electricity, and change the color of certain items. It's a beam that you can attach to wood, Minnick said. It can be used to move a piece of geometry, blocking a path, place something to walk on, or simply pull you up to new places. The force beam is not used to bypass one single type of obstacle in Supraland's world. It can be experimented with in a number of ways. All of Supraland's progression-based items share a similar versatility. Minnick implemented them in this way, to push the player to experiment with how they interact with its environment. Unlike a blue super punch that can destroy blue walls, a move where you do the same thing over and over again, I want you to think about your abilities like they are in a point-and-click adventure. You have to try different things just to see what happens, he said. The difference to the point-and-click being that you can experiment in ways that I did not even consider. Supraland lets you try something, and often enough you will discover a solution that was not designed by me. Despite the experimentation Minik encouraged, he thought his metroidvania mechanics would be useless if he did not respect the player's time and give away for them to meaningfully explore. He does not include a mini-map to direct the player, or include an overabundance of collectible items. Not having a map enforces that sense of exploration, and deepens the immersion and satisfaction when finding one marked chest. He said, if you just chase symbols on a radar, you are not sucked in by the world itself. You need to look everywhere without relying on icons on a map. The moment you start focusing on the map to explore, the entire 3D world becomes pointless geometry. Minik also recognized that exploration cannot be meaningful if the rewards, like the tools themselves, felt repetitive and bland. While Supraland is still a fairly big game, he did not want to have the player feel like they were collecting for the sake of collecting. I find it extremely disrespectful when the playtime of a game is stretched to infinity by spreading collectibles in a big world. He said, spreading collectibles out in meaningless ways is not any fun for the player. It might be a reason to stay far longer in the game world, but it is a very dull experience. The interactive nature of games opens up whole new worlds of possibility for game composers and sound designers, but it also brings with it a boatload of potential problems. Luckily, there's going to be a smorgasbord of great talks on the art and business of game audio at the 2019 Game Developers Conference next month, including one that's all about the unique packages of player-directed music systems. As part of the BD 2019 Nadia Chekhov Talks, Pixel Lopez composer and audio director Samuel Marshall will present The Musical Brush, the interactive music of Concrete Genie, which promises to dive deep into the challenge of creating original game music and interactive music systems. Marshall will give you an honest look at the challenges of creating an original game score, as well as walking you through the musical brush chime system that allows the player to contribute to the in-game soundtrack in a joyful, effortless and meaningful way. It's shaping up to be a great topic about a promising game, so make time to swing by and check it out. For more details on this talk, and many more, check out THEGDC 2019 session scheduler. There you can begin to lay out your DD week, which takes place March 18th through the 22nd at the newly renovated Moscone Center in San Francisco. Bring your team to BD, register a group of 10 or more and save 10% on conference passes. Learn more here. For more details on GDC 2019 visit the show's official website, or subscribe to regular updates via Facebook, Twitter, or RSS. Gamasutra and BD are sibling organizations under parent company Informa. In this 2017 DD session, SiteFest Software's Luz Gruel discusses geometry processing and automation of common art tasks for technical artists. Pro goes over geometry processing and automation of common art tasks, specifically procedurally modifying modular pieces, creation of pipes and cables, and generation of transition pieces of geometry. To discuss. It was an insightful talk that's definitely still worth watching, so developers should not miss the opportunity to do so now that it's freely available on the official BD YouTube channel. In addition to this presentation, THEGDC Vault and its accompanying YouTube channel offers numerous other free videos, audio recordings, and slides from many of the recent Game Developers Conference events, and the service offers even more members-only content for DD Vault subscribers. Those who purchased all access passes to recent events, like ED would already have full access to ED Out, and interested parties can apply for the individual subscription via the ED subscription page. Group subscriptions are also available. Game-related schools and development studios who sign up for the ED Studio subscriptions can receive access for their entire office, accompanied by contacting staff via THEGDC Vault Group subscription page. Finally, current subscribers with access issues can contact the Vault technical support. The Gamasutra job board is the most diverse, active and established board of its kind for the video game industry. Here is just one of the many positions being advertised right now.